The US dollar index may close the trading week touching its 19-year high. Traders go on opening buy orders on the US dollar, expecting the Fed to raise the interest rate by 50 basis points at the meeting, which is scheduled for May 5. The greenback is also gaining in value thanks to its safe haven status. The fact is that investors are concerned about the economic growth in Europe and China. Everyday macroeconomic reports, which are reflecting tough times for the global economy, affect markets. In our video review on InstaForex TV channel, we will take a look at the events that may shape market sentiment early next week. At the beginning of the new trading week, market participants are likely to go on speculating about monetary policy tightening by the Fed. The expectations may become greater thanks to the US manufacturing PMI report, which may unveil that the indicator is still at a high level. However, some analysts suppose that the indicator may decline amid disruptions in supply chains, lack of labor force, and a low demand. Nevertheless, the greenback will continue rising amid the expectations of the Fed's meeting. The Reserve Bank of Australia will also hold a meeting early next week. The event will take place on May 3. It's highly possible that the central bank will decide to raise the benchmark rate to 0.25% from 0.10%, regardless of the federal election in Australia. According to the recent report, Australia's consumer prices showed the most considerable jump in the last 20 years. Notably, at the last meeting, the Reserve Bank of Australia's representatives made it clear that it was high time to take measures to combat surging inflation. That's why market participants suppose that the benchmark rate could be hiked during the next meeting. On Wednesday, the US is going to publish a bulk of information. First, the traders will focus on the ADP non-farm employment change report, which precedes employment data that will be disclosed by the US Labor Department on Friday. According to the forecast in April, a rise in the number of employed people will become smaller. Also, on Wednesday, traders will pay attention to the US Services PMI report prepared by the ISM. Business activity in the services sector is rising amid better labor market conditions. However, high inflation made consumers spend less, than capping the growth in the services sector. Nevertheless, traders will be mainly focused on another event. We have mentioned this event of the highest importance several times already. Thus, on May 5, the US Fed is going to hold the FOMC meeting. Economists have provided mixed forecasts. Some of them suppose that the regulator will raise the benchmark rate only by 25 basis points amid the economic slump in the first quarter of the year. At the same time, other analysts foresee a rise of 75 basis points. Such a step could be taken to cap the surge in inflation. Almost none predicts a hike of 1%. In any case, the US dollar is likely to continue gaining in value. How will going on in the short term, we will definitely tell you in our next news releases. Don't miss them and stay up to date with us. Subscribe to our channel and see you soon.